The mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It's the source of your creativity, your dreams, and your potential. Many fail to recognize. Your biggest enemy is your own mind. This statement might seem paradoxical at first. How can the very instrument that propels us forward also be the thing that holds us back? The answer lies in understanding the nature of the mind and learning to master it. Your mind is like a double-edged sword. It can be your greatest ally or your most formidable foe. The difference lies in how you use it, how you train it, and how you allow it to influence your actions and decisions. Many people go through life unaware of the tremendous power their minds hold over their destinies. They allow their thoughts to run unchecked, accepting every fleeting idea as truth, every doubt as fact, and every fear as reality. This should not happen. You have the power to control your mind, to harness its incredible potential, and to use it as the powerful tool it was meant to be. This journey of mastering your mind is not just about positive thinking or wishful dreaming. It's about understanding the fundamental nature of thought, recognizing the patterns that hold you back, and developing the skills to redirect your mental energy towards your purpose and potential. There was once a young woman named Maya who had a dream of becoming a renowned chef. From a young age, she showed exceptional talent in the kitchen, creating dishes that impressed everyone who tasted them. Her family and friends encouraged her to pursue culinary arts as a career, seeing in her the potential for greatness. But as Maya grew older, her mind began to work against her. Thoughts of doubt crept in. Who do you think you are? Her mind would whisper. There are millions of chefs in the world. What makes you think you are special? These thoughts paralyzed her, causing her to hesitate every time she stepped into the kitchen. Her once bold culinary experiments became timid, her vibrant flavors but a great fog of self-doubt. For years, Maya struggled, her dream of becoming a chef fading with each passing day. She took a job as a bank teller, convincing herself that it was the responsible thing to do. But the desire to create culinary masterpieces never left her. It burned within her soul, a constant reminder of the path not taken. Then one day, Maya attended a seminar on personal development. The speaker talked about the power of the mind and how our thoughts shape our reality. He challenged the audience to question their thoughts, to examine the beliefs that were holding them back. For Maya, it was a revelation. She realized that the doubts and fears that had held her back for so long were not facts, but merely thoughts that she had the power to change. With this new understanding, Maya began to challenge the negative voice in her head. When it told her she wasn't good enough, she questioned that assumption. Says who? She would respond, I have talent, I have passion, I have a unique culinary vision to share with the world. Slowly but surely, Maya reclaimed her power over her mind. She started cooking again. This time with a newfound confidence. She no longer allowed her doubts to dictate her actions. Instead, she used her mind as a tool to fuel her creativity and push the boundaries of her culinary art. Today, Maya is a successful chef. Her restaurants celebrate for its innovative cuisine. But more importantly, she's living her purpose, using her gift to bring joy to others through her food. And it all began when she realized that her biggest enemy, her own mind, could also be her greatest ally. This story illustrates a fundamental truth. Your mind is a tool. And like any tool, its effectiveness depends on how you use it. Too often, we allow our minds to run on autopilot, accepting every thought as gospel truth. But thoughts are not facts. They're mental events, fleeting and changeable. The key is to develop mental discipline, to cultivate awareness of your thoughts and learn to respond to them consciously rather than reactively. Your mind is like a garden. The thoughts you nurture are the seeds you plant. If you allow weeds of negativity, doubt, and fear to grow unchecked, they will choke out the flowers of positivity, confidence, and purpose. But if you tend your mental garden carefully, pulling out the weeds as soon as they appear, nurturing the thoughts that serve you, your mind will become a fertile ground for growth and success. This process of tending to your mental garden requires consistent effort, It's not something you do once and forget about. It's a daily practice, a way of life. Every time you catch yourself in a negative thought pattern and choose to redirect your focus, you are strengthening your mental muscles. This is not about forcing yourself to be positive all the time. Toxic positivity, the belief that you should always have a positive attitude, even in the face of significant challenges, can be just as harmful as constant negativity. It's about being realistic and constructive in your thinking. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what's the most helpful way to think about this? What perspective will empower me to take positive action? This approach allows you to acknowledge the reality of your circumstances while maintaining a sense of agency and hope. You were created for a purpose. You have within you everything you need to fulfill that purpose. But to access your full potential, you must first master your mind. You must learn to use it as the powerful tool it was intended to be, rather than allowing it to use you. One of the most insidious ways your mind can become your enemy is through what psychologists call cognitive distortions. These are patterns of thinking that are inaccurate or exaggerated, warping your perception of reality. One common cognitive distortion is catastrophizing, assuming the worst possible outcome in any given situation. For example, if you make a mistake at work, catastrophizing might lead you to think, I'm going to get fired, and I'll never find another job. Another cognitive distortion is all or nothing thinking, where you see things in black and white terms with no middle ground. This might manifest as thoughts like, if I'm not perfect, I'm a total failure. Then there's personalization, where you blame yourself for events outside your control. For instance, if a friend is in a bad mood, you might think, it must be something I did. These distortions can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you are going to fail, you are more likely to act in ways that lead to failure. If you think people won't like you, you might behave awkwardly or defensively, pushing people away and confirming your initial fear. These distortions are not you. They're habits of thought that you've developed over time, often as a result of past experiences or learned behaviors. And like any habit, they can be broken. The first step in overcoming cognitive distortions is to recognize them when they occur. This requires developing a level of self-awareness that allows you to step back and observe your thoughts objectively. Once you have identified a distorted thought, challenge it with evidence. If you find yourself catastrophizing about a mistake at work, remind yourself of times when you made mistakes in the past and that turned out fine. Look for examples of colleagues who've made similar errors without dire consequences. If you catch yourself engaging in all or nothing thinking, look for the shades of gray in the situation. Few things in life are truly black and white. Acknowledge your areas for improvement while also recognizing what you've done well. When you notice yourself personalizing, consider other possible explanations for the situation. Your friend's bad mood might have nothing to do with you. They could be stressed about work, worried about a family member, or simply not feeling well. By consistently challenging these distorted thoughts, you can gradually train your mind to think in more balanced, realistic ways. Over time, this can lead to significant improvements in your mood, self-esteem, and overall well-being. Another crucial aspect of mastering your mind is learning to manage your emotions effectively. While emotions themselves are neither good nor bad, they're simply information about how we are responding to our environment. How we handle them can have a significant impact on our lives. Many of us have been taught to suppress or ignore negative emotions like anger, sadness, or fear. But this approach can backfire, leading to increased stress and even physical health problems. Instead, it's important to learn to acknowledge and accept all of your emotions without being controlled by them. This does not mean letting your emotions run wild. It means developing emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as to recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. One effective technique for managing strong emotions is to practice mindfulness. This involves observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, as if you were a scientist studying an interesting phenomenon. By creating a bit of distance between yourself and your emotions, you can respond to them more effectively rather than simply reacting. For example, instead of thinking, I am angry, try thinking, I'm noticing that I'm feeling angry right now. This subtle shift in perspective can help you avoid being overwhelmed by the emotion and allow you to choose how to respond. It's important to remember that progress is not always linear. There will be days when your mind feels like your best friend and others when it seems like your worst enemy. The key is to keep showing up, to keep practicing, to keep choosing thoughts and actions that align with your values and goals. It's also crucial to be patient, kind with yourself throughout this process. Changing ingrained thought patterns and habits takes time. You wouldn't expect to master a musical instrument or a new language overnight. And mastering your mind is no different. It requires consistent practice and a willingness to learn from both successes and setbacks. One powerful way to support your efforts in mastering your mind is to cultivate a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage your growth, and who can offer perspective when you are struggling with negative thought patterns. Consider finding a mentor or coach who can guide you in your personal development journey. Sometimes, an outside perspective can help you see blind spots in your thinking and provide strategies for overcoming mental obstacles. Another valuable practice is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you gain clarity and perspective. It can also be a useful tool for tracking your progress over time. As you look back on past entries, you may be surprised to see how far you've come in managing your thoughts and emotions. Taking care of your physical health is an essential part of mastering your mind. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep can all have a significant impact on your mental state. When you are physically healthy, you are better equipped to handle mental challenges. Stress management is another crucial component of mastering your mind. Chronic stress can exacerbate negative thinking patterns and make it harder to maintain emotional balance. Explore different stress reduction techniques like deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or meditation. Find what works for you and make it a regular part of your routine. You may find that your perspective on life begins to shift. Things that used to bother you may start to roll off your back more easily. You may find yourself more able to stay calm in challenging situations, more resilient in the face of setbacks. You may also notice changes in your relationships as you become more aware of your own thoughts and emotions. You are likely to become more empathetic and understanding towards others. You may find it easier to communicate effectively, to resolve conflicts, and to build deeper, more meaningful connections. In your career, you may discover that you are more focused, more creative, more able to see opportunities where you once saw only obstacles. You may find yourself taking on challenges that you would have shied away from in the past, pushing the boundaries of what you thought was possible. Perhaps most importantly, you may notice a shift in your relationship with yourself. As you learn to observe your thoughts without being controlled by them, you will likely develop a deeper sense of self-awareness and self-acceptance. You will become more comfortable with who you are, more confident in your abilities, more at peace with your imperfections. This does not mean you will stop striving for growth and improvement. On the contrary, you will likely find that you are more motivated than ever to pursue your goals and realize your potential. But you will do so from a place of self-love and self-respect, rather than from a place of fear or self-doubt. You may find that your sense of purpose becomes clearer when you are no longer held back by limiting beliefs or paralyzed by fear of failure. You are free to pursue what truly matters to you. You may discover passions and talents that were previously hidden beneath layers of self-doubt and negative self-talk. These newfound passions can inject a renewed sense of vitality and purpose into your life, propelling you towards goals you may have never even considered before. As you peel away the layers of self-imposed limitations, you might find yourself drawn to pursuits that both challenge and fulfill you. The process of uncovering these hidden talents is often as rewarding as the discoveries themselves. It requires a willingness to step outside your comfort zone, to try new things without the fear of failure holding you back. Each new experience becomes an opportunity for growth and self-discovery, rather than a potential threat to your self-image. You may find that your definition of success begins to shift. Rather than chasing external markers of achievement, money, status, or recognition, you might start to value internal measures of success more highly. Things like personal growth, meaningful relationships, and the ability to make a positive impact on the world around you may take center stage. This shift in perspective can be profoundly liberating. When your sense of self-worth is no longer tied to external validation, you are free to pursue what truly matters to you, regardless of societal expectations or norms. You might find the courage to change careers, start a passion project, or dedicate more time to causes you care about deeply. You may discover a deeper connection to your intuition. This inner wisdom, often drowned out by the noise of our anxieties and doubts, can be a powerful guide in both big life decisions and day-to-day choices. By learning to listen to and trust this inner voice, you may find yourself making decisions that align more closely with your authentic self. The journey of mastering your mind can also lead to a greater sense of resilience in the face of life's inevitable challenges. When you are no longer at the mercy of every negative thought or emotion that crosses your mind, you become better equipped to weather storms, both internal and external. Setbacks become temporary obstacles, and you develop the mental fortitude to bounce back stronger than before. This resilience extends beyond your personal life into your professional realm as well. In a rapidly changing world where adaptability is key, the ability to manage your thoughts and emotions effectively becomes a significant competitive advantage. You are better able to stay focused under pressure, to think creatively in the face of challenges, and to maintain a positive outlook even when circumstances are less than ideal. You may also notice an increased capacity for empathy and compassion, both for yourself and for others. When you understand the workings of your own mind, it becomes easier to understand and relate to the struggles of those around you. This enhanced empathy can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections and a greater sense of community and belonging. Furthermore, as you become more adept at managing your own mind, you may find yourself naturally taking on a mentorship role, helping others navigate their own mental landscapes. Sharing your experiences and insights can be incredibly rewarding, creating a positive ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate circle. The process of mastering your mind also opens up new avenues for creativity and innovation. When you are no longer constrained by limiting beliefs or paralyzed by fear of failure, your creative potential can truly flourish. You might find yourself approaching problems from new angles, making unexpected connections, and generating ideas that push the boundaries of what's possible in your field. This enhanced creativity is not limited to traditionally creative pursuits. It can manifest in all areas of your life, from finding innovative solutions to workplace challenges to discovering new ways to connect with loved ones. The ability to think outside the box becomes a natural outgrowth of your liberated mind. You may also develop a deeper appreciation for the present moment. So often, our minds are caught up in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, robbing us of the richness of the here and now. But as you learn to observe your thoughts without being carried away by them, you become more capable of fully engaging with the present. This heightened presence can bring a new level of joy and satisfaction to even the most mundane aspects of daily life. The simple pleasure of a warm cup of coffee, the beauty of a sunset, or the comfort of a loved one's embrace. All of these experiences become more vivid and meaningful when you are fully present to appreciate them. This ability to be present can significantly enhance your effectiveness in all areas of life. Whether you are at work, spending time with family, or pursuing a hobby, being fully engaged in the moment allows you to bring your best self to whatever you are doing. You may also notice a shift in how you perceive challenges and obstacles. Rather than viewing them as insurmountable barriers, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. This perspective shift can be tremendously empowering. allowing you to approach difficulties with curiosity and determination rather than fear or resignation. This growth-oriented mindset can lead to a virtuous cycle of continuous improvement and personal evolution. Each challenge you overcome builds your confidence and expands your capabilities, preparing you to take on even greater challenges in the future. Over time, you may find yourself accomplishing things that once seemed impossible, all because you learned to master the most powerful tool at your disposal, your own mind. You will likely notice a profound shift in how you approach learning and skill development. Instead of viewing your abilities as fixed or limited, you will start to see every experience as an opportunity to grow and improve. This perspective can transform even the most mundane tasks into chances for self-improvement. Consider how this might play out in your daily life. Perhaps you are faced with a difficult project at work. Rather than feeling overwhelmed or doubting your abilities, you approach it with curiosity and enthusiasm. You see it not just as a task to be completed, but as a chance to stretch your skills, learn new things, and prove to yourself what you are capable of. This attitude extends beyond your professional life into all areas of personal development. Maybe you've always wanted to learn a new language but held back because you thought you weren't good at languages. With your newly mastered mind, you reframe this belief. Instead of "I'm not good at languages," you think, "I haven't yet developed my language skills." This simple shift opens up a world of possibility. Find yourself seeking out new challenges rather than avoiding them. You might sign up for that public speaking course you've always been afraid to try, or finally start writing the book you've been dreaming about for years. Each new endeavor becomes an exciting opportunity for growth rather than a daunting task to be feared. This mindset also has a profound impact on how you handle setbacks and failures. Instead of seeing them as evidence of your limitations, you view them as valuable learning experiences. When you encounter an obstacle, your first thought is not, "I can't do this," but rather, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to improve?" This resilience in the face of adversity is one of the most powerful benefits of mastering your mind. Life will always have its ups and downs. But when you've trained your mind to see challenges as opportunities, you become much better equipped to navigate these fluctuations with grace and determination. This mindset does not just benefit you individually. It can have a ripple effect on those around you. As you model this growth-oriented approach, you may inspire others to adopt a similar mindset. Your resilience in the face of challenges, your enthusiasm for learning, and your ability to see the positive in difficult situations can be contagious. In your relationships, this can translate to greater patience, understanding, and support for others' growth journeys, instead of judging others for their mistakes or shortcomings. You are more likely to encourage their efforts and celebrate their progress. This not only strengthens your connections with others, but creates an environment where everyone feels empowered to grow and improve. In a professional context, this mindset can make you a more effective leader and collaborator. You are more likely to foster a team environment where innovation is encouraged. Mistakes are seen as learning opportunities. And everyone feels empowered to contribute their ideas. This can lead to increased productivity, creativity, and job satisfaction for everyone involved. You may find that your definition of success begins to evolve. Rather than focusing solely on external achievements or material gains, you might start to measure success by the quality of experiences, the depth of your relationships, and the positive impact you are able to have on the world around you. This shift can be incredibly liberating when your sense of self-worth is no longer tied to external validation or achievement. You are free to pursue what truly matters to you. You might find yourself making bold career changes, pursuing long-held dreams, or dedicating more time to causes you are passionate about. Furthermore, as you learn to quiet the constant chatter of your mind and tune into your deeper wisdom, you may find that your decision-making process becomes clearer and more aligned with your true values. Instead of being swayed by fear, societal expectations, or short-term gratification, you are able to make choices that support your long-term well-being and personal growth. This clarity can extend to your sense of purpose as well. As you peel away layers of self-doubt and limiting beliefs, You may uncover passions and talents that were previously hidden. You might discover that you have a gift for teaching, a talent for art, or a passion for environmental conservation that you never fully explored before. These discoveries can inject a new sense of meaning and direction into your life. When you are living in alignment with your true purpose, even mundane tasks take on a new significance. You are no longer just going through the motions, but actively contributing to something larger than yourself. This sense of purpose can be a powerful motivator, helping you persist through difficulties and stay committed to your goals even when the going gets tough. When you are clear about why you are doing something, it becomes much easier to push through obstacles and stay focused on the long-term vision. You may also notice an increased capacity for creativity and innovation. When you are no longer constrained by self-doubt or fear of failure, your mind becomes free to explore new ideas and make unexpected connections. This enhanced creativity is not limited to traditionally artistic pursuits. It can manifest in all areas of your life, from problem solving at work to finding new ways to connect with loved ones. You might find yourself coming up with innovative solutions to long-standing problems, or seeing opportunities where others see only challenges. You become more adept at managing your thoughts and emotions. You may find that you are better able to access flow states, those moments of deep focus and effortless productivity that often lead to our best work. By learning to quiet mental chatter and fully engage with the task at hand, you can tap into levels of performance or creativity you might never have thought possible. Another powerful benefit of mastering your mind is an increased ability to live in the present moment. So often, our minds are caught up in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, robbing us of the richness of the here and now. But as you learn to observe your thoughts without being carried away by them, you become more capable of fully engaging with the present. This heightened presence can bring a new level of joy and satisfaction to even the most mundane aspects of daily life. The simple pleasure of a warm cup of coffee, the beauty of a sunset, or the comfort of a loved one's embrace. All of these experiences become more vivid and meaningful when you are fully present to appreciate them. This ability to be present can significantly enhance your effectiveness in all areas of life. Whether you are at work, spending time with family, or pursuing a hobby, being fully engaged in the moment allows you to bring your best self to whatever you are doing. You may also notice a shift in how you perceive challenges and obstacles. Rather than viewing them as insurmountable barriers, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. This perspective shift can be tremendously empowering, allowing you to approach difficulties with curiosity and determination rather than fear or resignation. Mastering your mind is not just about positive thinking or self-improvement techniques. It's about fundamentally transforming your relationship with your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. It's about recognizing that your mind, while incredibly powerful, is a tool to be used in service of your goals and values, not a master to be blindly obeyed. This journey of mental mastery is ongoing. There will always be new challenges to face, new skills to develop, new heights to reach. But with each step, you are building the mental strength and resilience to handle whatever life throws your way. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind your thoughts. You have the power to choose which thoughts to engage with, which beliefs to cultivate, which mindset to adopt. This is your superpower. Use it wisely. Your biggest enemy may reside within your own mind, but so does your greatest ally. The choice of which to nurture is yours. Choose wisely, choose consciously, choose courageously. Your future self is watching, cheering you on, believing in you. Step into your power. Embrace the challenge. And remember, a moment is an opportunity to recreate yourself, to redefine your limits, to reimagine what's possible. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today, you've taken that step. You've recognized the power of your mind and committed to mastering it. Now, go forth and create the life you were meant to live. Your greatest adventures lie ahead. And they begin in the landscape of your own mind.